Hey guys, it's Lando from the Snap, and I'm talking about some SUPERFLEX rookie rankings. This is happening post the first round of the NFL draft, and I can do that because we had 5 rookie quarterbacks go off the board. We had some wide receivers and a couple of running backs, so I'm going to give you my top 10 Dynasty SUPERFLEX rookie rankings for all of your rookie drafts coming in. And SUPERFLEX is the new normal. Most leagues are now SUPERFLEX leagues, and we have to make the decision on when to take a guy like Justin Fields, Mac Jones, Trey Lance, or should you take a guy like Najee Harris or Jamar Chase over a quarterback? Obviously, quarterbacks are so valuable in SUPERFLEX Dynasty leagues. They can spend 10 years, 20 years in the league rather than a running back that can really, their lifetime in the league is closer to 5. So you have to weigh that in consideration when you're drafting these quarterbacks and if you need a guy to start right away. So make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, snap_fantasy. We also have a Discord channel where you can bounce ideas off of me, off of my co-host Mackenzie and producer Scott. And we've got some like-minded fantasy players in there to talk about trades, waiver wires all season long, and getting in some mock drafts with the Snap crew. So drop it in the comments if you're interested in joining our Discord channel. Number 1, I'm going to start off with an obvious one. It's going to be Trevor Lawrence. No doubt, he's the 101, and he's far and away the 101 in Dynasty startup drafts or Dynasty rookie drafts. Next is going to be really when the draft starts. And I'm going to go with Trey Lance, the 49ers quarterback. Even though he might not start right away and might sit behind Jimmy Garoppolo for the first few games, I'm still expecting him to play this season and get the majority of the snaps within the first 4 or 5 games of next season. He is a dynamic quarterback. He's a rushing quarterback, and he has a ton of weapons. Kittle, Ayuk, and Deebo Samuel. This offense is now extremely dynamic, and I want a piece of that Kyle Shanahan offense. Trey Lance is my number 2 pick in front of Zach Wilson and Justin Fields and Mac Jones. Number 3, this might surprise you as well. I'm going to go with Justin Fields as well. He has the rushing ability. He goes into an offense with some good receivers in Allen Robinson and Anthony Miller for now, and then a great running back, or a pretty good running back behind him in David Montgomery. So right now, the Chicago Bears offense is pretty ready for Justin Fields to come in. And the good thing about this is that he will start right away, I believe. Andy Dalton is not the future, not the QB1, as they tweeted out in Chicago. I'm expecting him to come in right away, and that's one of the reasons why I have him up that high. He's got the rushing ability. He's got a cannon. He was my second-ranked quarterback going into the league. I thought the 49ers would have taken him, but they went with Trey Lance. So you could probably interchange Lance and Fields depending on your feeling, but those are by far and away my top 3, and they are on a tier of their own. Tier 1 picks. So if you can get in the top 3 in your SUPERFLEX Dynasty rookie drafts, that is what you should try to do, because I'm good with any of those 3, honestly. It's not for fantasy points. Lance and Fields, when they're starters, are not going to be too far behind Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is a generational talent. He has the long-term ability in the league. He has a good offense in Jacksonville, but I think that it's close there at the top 3. Next, I will go Zach Wilson. Although I don't love the offense in New York, they got rid of Adam Gase. It should have some upside. They need a running back, so hopefully they take one in round 2. But now they have Corey Davis and Denzel Mims. So he does have some pretty good options there in New York. I don't love Zach Wilson as a prospect. He was kind of a really good senior quarterback, but he's got a big arm. He's got the ability to kind of be like that Josh Allen without the rushing, I guess. And he's not as mobile for sure, but he's a big boy, and he's I think he could be a good start, and I think you should take him over Najee Harris. With that being said, Najee Harris is my number 5, taken by the Steelers in the first round. He is the 101 in non-SUPERFLEX formats, so this is where I would take Najee Harris. If you need a running back, I am willing to take Najee at 4 ahead of Zach Wilson, but I would still take, regardless of need, I would still go quarterback early And then I've got Jamar Chase at number 6. I'm going to go him ahead of Mac Jones still. Jamar Chase is a generational. I know we say this a lot, but he's a really, really good wide receiver, and landing with the Bengals is a perfect spot with Joe Burrow. This is going to be a great offense with Joe Mixon and company as well. Travis Etienne comes at number 7. I'm not too worried about his landing spot in Jacksonville in dynasty formats. He's still an elite running back, and he pairs with his college quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, who they already have a relationship, and it should be great. I'm going to go with Mac Jones at number 8. Mac Jones, I mean, although we don't love the landing spot in New England, he's likely going to sit behind Cam Newton to start. But I still believe probably halfway, 3/4 of the way through the season, he will get the opportunity, especially if they start losing football games. Cam Newton has been declared the starter already, so don't expect to start Mac Jones week 1. He might not even start throughout the season. However, he's a very talented, accurate quarterback, and if they don't win in New England, expect to see Mac Jones on the field, and that's why I'm willing to take him in the top 10. Next, I've got Kyle Pitts at number 7. He's a phenomenal athlete. He's a number 4 pick overall. Tight ends don't generally produce year 1, but Kyle Pitts could be that difference maker. In this format, he's still easily a top 10 pick. If you want to take him over Mac Jones, I don't blame you whatsoever. It's just quarterbacks are so valuable, guys. I get that. And number 10, guys, I'm going to go with Javonte Williams, number 10. And that's where he does not have a landing spot yet, but running backs are so valuable, especially in these formats. And in SUPERFLEX, you're able to get a top 3 back at the back of the first round, or at number 10. And I'm willing to take him over Jaylen Waddle and Devontae Smith in this format, just because there's so much value late in wide receivers, and there's really not much value late in running backs. The Jamar Jeffersons of the world and Kenneth Gainwells of the world will still be available mid to late second round in your rookie drafts, and the Devontae Smiths, Jaylen Waddles, Elijah Moores, Terrace Marshalls of the world are going to be available now, very back in the first round, early second round. That's where I would go. Take running back while you still can. And those are the top 10 rankings, everyone. Thanks for coming in. Drop in the comments who I'm too low on, who I'm too high on, and make sure to get us on social, snap_fantasy. We'll be here all off season getting you ready for the 2021 fantasy season. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks a lot, guys.